Hi Taurus, this is your October 11th through October 17th weekly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my weekly readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about work, business, finances, and we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, subscribe, and donate to support this channel. So this first spread is on new love. This week we have the Two of Swords, we have the Ace of Swords clarified by the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands. We also have Temperance, and we have the Three of Wands clarified by the Empress. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Yeah, there is a very strong fire sign presence. Could be a Sagittarius, because Temperance right there is the personal Sagittarius card, and the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands is a fire sign. But it's most likely just a fire sign. If it's not a fire sign, it's somebody really passionate, really fiery. And they're here to conquer you, Taurus. So the first card on the left is the Two of Swords. This is either you're just closed off, you're doing your own Taurus thing, you're not even looking to start a new relationship, or you're closed off to this particular person. Perhaps there was an attempt to get this relationship off the ground in the past, but that attempt failed. So whatever that is, the Two of Swords is somebody who is closed off, who is not being active at all. But here comes this King of Wands with the Knight of Wands, and they also bring the Ace of Swords, right? So they're going to cut through your defenses. They're going to melt your heart, they're going to conquer your heart. This King of Wands, male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. And you will change your perspective, you'll change your mind if this is yet another attempt by this person, right? The Temperance card, like I said, is either a Sagittarius you're dealing with, but if we want to stay general, Temperance in this case, it's all about you sort of figuring things out. Should I not? And in the end, yeah, I think you're gonna go for it, because Temperance could also symbolize the two people blending, sort of blending together, right? Then we have the Three of Wands clarified by the Empress. This is actually the outcome. I specifically asked what the outcome is going to be, and those two cards showed up. The Empress is one of the best cards in the tarot deck. It represents abundance in its purest form. It represents a pregnant person, so that could be on the horizon for you, or it could represent a relationship. In my readings, the Empress always shows up as the stamp of approval for this relationship to go forward. And the Three of Wands that the Empress is clarifying is all about two people getting together and coming up with some kind of a plan, or making a decision and then actually starting to do something about it. So the planning phase is over, action time is here. And yeah, there's a lot of action with the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the King of Wands. This relationship is definitely moving forward. So that's what we got for you so far, Taurus. Taurus, if you'd like to see the extended for this new love spread, the link is in the description below. In the extended, I'll do 2 or 3 more spreads, depending on how the situation unfolds. We'll take a look at what to expect between you and this person, and we'll get you an advice. I do extensions for new love only, because that's what people are interested in the most. Taurus, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the World, we have the Three of Swords clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Swords clarified by the Knight of Cups, and we have the Four of Wands. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So either you or your significant other just recently went through some kind of an ending with the World card, and it's possible that either you or your significant other lost their job. Because we have the Three of Swords clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is all about work, right? And the Three of Swords is all about loss or heartbreak or devastation. So yeah, most likely either you or your significant other lost their job, or something that they worked on fell through. It could have been a financial loss, or something dear to them is no longer around. But I think you're going to be there to support them and help them out and cheer them up with the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Cups. You're going to really take care of them, show them love, kind of encourage them to move forward. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I don't know how long it's going to take your significant other to recover, but the Ace of Swords symbolizes a quick recovery, because the Ace of Swords is something sharp, something quick. So they're going to cut that headspace out of their head, that depression, that sadness, and they're moving forward. And we have the Four of Wands as the outcome, right? The card on the right, I specifically asked what the outcome is going to be, and the Four of Wands came out. So I think that's them finding something new, a new job or a new business adventure or a new investment opportunity. So yeah, it's going to get better. It's going to be back to normal very, very soon with your help. Or if this happened to you, then it's going to happen with their help. You're going to pull through it, because I don't really see it lasting long here. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Taurus, this week. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago. We have the Five of Cups clarified by the Five of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and then we have the Two of Cups clarified by the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Unfortunately, I didn't get any court cards, so it could be anybody coming back from the past. What's interesting is that we have the Five of Cups clarified by the Five of Pentacles. The first two cards on the left. Five is clarifying another five. So both cards are about feeling left out in the cold, feeling regrets about things, about the way things ended in the past. It's all about looking at pictures of the two of you together. It's all about the grieving, the past. Yeah, but then somebody's gonna reach out to the other person, and judging by the cards that came out, it could be either way, but we'll look at it from your perspective. So somebody is reaching out and asking for forgiveness. They're apologizing with this Page of Cups, right? And the Eight of Wands is the communication card. So yeah, this is them communicating with you. They could be traveling to see you, because the Eight of Wands is the travel card, most likely by air. But if we want to stay really general, then the Eight of Wands is the communication cards. Then we have the Two of Cups clarified by the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So those three cards are actually the outcome. I specifically asked what the outcome is going to be, and those three cards came out. So the outcome is going to be beautiful, amazing outcome. We have the Ace of Cups. It's one of the best cards when it comes to love offers. In this case, it's all about an offer to get back together, and it's clarifying. There's also the Ten of Wands there. So the Ten of Wands is a big burden. So it's either a big burden for this person to come forward and ask for forgiveness and tell you that they still love you, or it could be a burden for you to admit that you still have feelings for this person after they tell you they love you, after they apologize. But I think eventually, the two of you are going to get on the same page. With the Two of Cups right there. The Two of Cups is the soulmate love, unconditional love. To me personally, when I see the Two of Cups, it means that the two people are on the same page and the feelings are mutual. So yeah, it's a burden for either one of you or both of you to admit that you still are in love with each other, but I think eventually you will be getting back together and reconciling. So this is a great spread. Hopefully the two of you can bury the hatchet and move forward together. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Taurus, this week. We have the Hangman, we have the Emperor, we have the Knight of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an Aries or an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So this is a pretty straightforward spread. I didn't even need to pull any clarifiers, but it can still be interpreted a couple of different ways. So the Emperor is either an Aries you're dealing with, or you're taking control of the situation after some kind of a stagnant period. After there was no movement with the Hangman, the first card on the left, nothing was happening. Perhaps you weren't really doing anything, you were not working, you were unemployed, or you couldn't work due to what's going on in the world. But I think this week you're going to take control with the Emperor card, and you're going to start actively sending out resumes, applying for new jobs, looking for new business adventures, investment opportunities with the Knight of Pentacles, right? Another way I can interpret this spread is the Emperor is perhaps your boss at work, or somebody you report to, or it could be somebody you used to work for. So somebody's going to have the aha moment with the Hangman. Perhaps your boss will come forward and say, by the way, let's try this, let's do this new project, and eventually you'll get a bonus for it with the Knight of Pentacles. Or you could be getting a promotion this week, right? Because the Knight of Pentacles is still a chunk of change coming your way. It could be a new job offer as well. Perhaps you lost hope that nobody's going to reach out to you, but somebody is reaching out to you with the Emperor card, and they're going to offer you a new job with the Knight of Pentacles. So my main point here is that this is a positive spread. There was stagnation with the Hangman, then either somebody comes forward with an offer, or you take control of the situation and you start to actively do something, and a new job or a new investment opportunity or a new business adventure is on the horizon for you with the Knight of Pentacles. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Taurus. We have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Swords, we have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So yeah, as you've probably noticed, we have a couple, a Queen of Swords and a King of Swords, and this spread could be directly or indirectly related to you. So let's start with indirectly. So perhaps you know a couple, and both of them or one of them could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or these two people are kind of very sharp, very straightforward, so they're very similar, right? And these people could be your family members, or one of them could be your family member, or a friend of yours, or somebody you used to work with. Doesn't really matter, as long as it's not you, right? So what you're not expecting to happen is for these people to most likely bury the hatchet, or there will be an attempt to bury the hatchet, because we've got the Five of Pentacles, the first card on the left. This is a card of somebody feeling left out in the cold. So there was a separation between these two people, right? And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is the offer to bury the hatchet, to get back into the other person's good graces. The Page of Pentacles often represents something that you can touch. So it could be a present, a gift. Somebody could be sending to the other person, right? So you'll eventually hear from one of these people that there at least was an attempt to get back together, or they actually did get back together. But this is, if only one of them is an air sign, or neither one of them is an air sign, this is a power couple, because the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, they, very straightforward people, very bold people. So perhaps that's why they broke up, because they were too straightforward with each other, right? Or they were using their swords too much. If this is directly related to you, then you assume the energy of one of these air signs, right? You are either a King of Swords or a Queen of Swords this week. The King, and again, this is somebody who is very straightforward. The Queen of Swords could also represent somebody who is who's seen it all, who can smell bullshit from a mile away, right? And there could be a reconciliation happening between you and this other person. And it could be about work, business, and finances. It doesn't have to be about love, because the Page of Pentacles is something material, something we can touch, right? So it could be a check from somebody, right? So either way, this is a good trend. There will be an attempt to reconnect with another person. All right, Taurus, so that's what I have for you. And other than that, have a great week. And there you have it. This was your tarot reading for this time period. I hope it resonated with you and helps you live a better life one way or the other. Thank you for watching, sharing, and subscribing.